Basically, there are three areas of extrasensory perception: telepathy, clairvoyancy, and precognition. Telepathy is the ability of one person to perceive the thoughts of another. Clairvoyancy is the supposed faculty of becoming aware of events or happenings of which no one has any knowledge. Precognition, of course, is an awareness or a learning of the future. Now, this is not a fortune-telling presentation, although for fun you may wish to ask questions of the future. I personally have a deep interest in a very special, specific area, that of telepathy or thought reading. And when you put into practice the techniques I shall explain, you may gradually develop to a degree whereby you can duplicate some of the experiments you may have seen me perform in concerts or on television. Further tests and equipment will be found in my Kreskin ESP game. Since ESP, as I mentioned earlier, seems to function more on an unconscious level, the question arises, how do we activate the unconscious area of our thinking? We do things unconsciously every day of our lives, such as driving, walking, and breathing. The imagination is the best method that I know for tapping the unconscious. For example, you cannot easily cause your heart to beat faster, but if you imagine yourself being chased by a tiger, your heart will react with a change of pace. In telepathic testing, a basic principle is that you concentrate, but without too much effort. In other words, you fix your attention on a series of ideas and hold them in your mind easily. In this manner, the ideas tend to flow about and circulate in your thinking patterns. Here is a test of the imagination, and with practice, you should be able to do it without my guidance. The beauty of it is that it has nothing to do with trances or any hocus pocus. Close your eyes. Now, if you tried to open your eyes at this moment, you'd be able to, so don't try as yet. Keep your eyes closed and imagine in your mind the number 1. Keep picturing this number. Even if you can't visualize it, make believe you can. That's all that's necessary. Now gradually convert the number 1 into the number 2. You're going to slowly count with visualization to the number 5. All right, erase that number 2. And now visualize, picture, imagine the number 3, and keep picturing that number. You see, when you get to 5, you're going to cause your eyes to become, in a sense, sealed, so that it will be impossible. It will seem impossible to open them. Erase the number 3. Now visualize the number 4. Now that you come to the number 5, make it as large as you can in your mind's eye. You are now using your imagination, and since you can seal your eyes as long as you picture the number 5. While you may be able to raise your eyebrows, you can't open your lids as long as you imagine the number 5. If you were to stop thinking of it, if you were to stop picturing it, you would be able to open your eyes. Keep holding that number 5, and you'll find that you can't really raise your lids. Your attention, your imagination is so deeply involved in the number. Stop picturing the number. Think of anything else, and lo and behold, you can open your eyes. You see, you were able to passively respond to an idea. Practice this simple test, and you'll begin to learn to guide your avenues of thought. For centuries, philosophers have talked about this so-called power of positive thinking. Too often, we use the power of negative thinking. Just as you mentally paralyzed your eyes so that you found you could curtail your ability to open them, so, in the same way, you can inhibit your full capacity in sports, or the arts, or in your schoolwork, or in your profession. Instead, you should picture a positive follow-through whenever you can, if you have any real desire to improve. In this way, you will affect your productivity, but at the same time, somehow, you will tend to influence others. constructively.